Do you remember the 21st night of September? So we talked very negatively about Mattel the last time I brought them up, so today I want to kind of clear that up and talk about something that's actually really good that they did recently, or are doing. Well, it's for 2024, okay? As per usual, some of the stuff got kind of leaked, and a couple people yesterday made some videos about it, so I think it's safe if I talk about it. Mattel is not going to come and strike me down. Most of this is mainline stuff, although there is one Hammond collection thing they'll save for the end. First, we have the Danger Packs. These are the tiny little ones that are just like about $8, and we have a fuck ton of them. First, we have the Poposaurus, which is actually not a dinosaur. It's a type of crocodile, but you can be mistaken for thinking it's a dinosaur, considering they basically reused the Concavenator's colors for whatever reason. I have no idea why they made it that way, especially since it also has a little sail on its back in like the exact same place too, but oh well. It still does look pretty good, so I will probably be getting it. Next is the Avoceratops, which I also think looks pretty good. I like the colors on it a lot. It's definitely not a bad figure, I think, but I also think that I already have the Beast of the Mesozoic one, and I kind of prefer that, so I'm probably going to be skipping this guy. There's also a Raptor repack, who cares? And saving you some time for later, they also showed this Raptor, which is another fucking repack. Weirdly, they also put in this package, which seems to be a 2-pack containing a Stegosaurus and an Eoraptor, both 2 new species, and both of them look meh. Maybe in reality they'll actually be a lot better than these pictures, but just from these it's not great. We also have a Plesiosaurus repaint, nothing groundbreaking about it. Moving on. These next two I really like, and they're right next to each other, so it's gonna be easy to just talk about them both. It's the Craterosaurus, and I'm pretty sure this is pronounced the Kylskus or Kaliskus, however it's said. These guys look good though, I like them. The Craterosaurus overall is just a really good looking stegosaurus, and the Kylskus, I'm just gonna keep calling it that because it's kind of funny and it sounds like Kyle. I think this figure's paint scheme is probably the best out of the lot, and it's also a dinosaur that I've never heard of before. I will 100% be picking up these two. These next two pictures are pretty blurry, but here we have the Savage Strikes. This one's kind of hard to see, but automatically right off the back, Caprosuchus. That one's a pretty obvious. They also show off a Theropod and another Stegosaur, which are both pretty hard to see. I have no idea what the Theropod could be, but the Stegosaur, I'm gonna kind of say it might be a Trigongosaurus, just due to the plates. This next one is pretty blurry too, and it shows the Wild Roars for next year. I have no clue what the Stegosaur is, but the top right one seems to be some sort of a Belosaur, maybe a Carnotaurus repaint. If I had to guess, the crocodile is a Gryposuchus, just based on the snout, which I'm really excited for. That looks awesome. This one's really hard to decipher just because it's a basic theropod, but if you squint your eyes and look at the text, it looks like it says Megalosaurus, which is really overdue. We've needed a Megalosaur for a while. It's like the first fucking dinosaur, for crying out loud. The colors remind me a lot of the Beast of the Mesozoic Dialogue. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but it does look pretty cool either way. And yes, I know it's also based off a real bird, which is probably where they actually got the inspiration from. I don't like the look of the Stegosaur though. I hope that gets changed. The last picture of any mainline stuff we have is of the Ruthless Rampage Allosaurus, which is actually one of the better names they put for a big figure. It doesn't look too bad, although I'm kind of on the edge of whether or not I want to buy it, because they did just put a very big Allosaurus on the market like a year ago that I already have, so I'm kind of unsure. It looks pretty neat, but I do not like the action feature it has where it's positioned really weird, and also the back spines are shoot up because it evolves. What the shit? Speaking of which, this line is also called Epic Evolution, apparently, even though they still use the Dino Tracker format, which is like, alright. And of course, the last thing we have is a Hammond Collection release, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people have already seen, but who cares? It is a Carnotaurus. It looks absolutely fantastic, but I'm sure a lot of people already know that. Obviously, I am going to be picking it up, but the thing that a lot of people have noticed is that this is a figure that's actually going to be in a bigger size range, apparently, which is very dope, and that also opens up the doors for other figures like the Edmontosaurus that's rumored, and a lot of others like Stegosaurus, and oh my gosh, it's just so cool. But that's the video done. You've made it through. Congratulations. Here's your reward for cancer. I do apologize for no video on Thursday. I did plan on having this video out that day, but then a few things got busy, then a few things got more busy and more complicated, so now it's on Saturday. And in this video, let's see the new crowdfund after it's been opened up to international backers and see if that's made any sort of change.